What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a follow on from my video the other day of removing the A, B and C pillars from your Supra. I'm actually going to suede, Alcantara, whatever you want to call it, wrap them. I actually bought suede to start with, and then it was too non-flexible, is the word? It's not stretchy enough. So I went back and had a look, and they had like a stretchy synthetic version, and then I googled what Alcantara was, and it turns out that Alcantara is like a stretchy synthetic suede lookalike kind of deal. So I was like, okay, cool. So anyway, what I've done is I've gone through, I've obviously removed all the parts in that video. If you are watching this video and not that one, just go into the link and you'll see it, and then that'll help you take out the parts. Once I've taken them out, I've just gone over and wax and grease removed all of them twice and got them nice and clean. That's why I'm wearing gloves. I don't want to put oil and grease from my hands, like, you know, just natural oils or whatever on the pieces. So what I'm pretty much going to do now is just cut out the sections of the fabric, spray glue the back of that and the actual piece of trim itself, and stick them together. I'll stick it together and then wrap it around the outside and stick it on the back as well. Thankfully, every piece will butt up against something, so even if that bent over piece of glue doesn't work, it's all good, but I'm sure it will. So let's jump in. Okay, so I've previously measured this piece, and what I need is about 250 millimeters width just to cover all of it. I probably actually need a lot less than that because now I'm using the stretchy style. That's when I measured for the other kind of suede. But I'll cut myself a decent amount of fabric for this one, and then I'll duplicate it for the second one, and then go from there. I'll have to obviously measure up the BC pillar pieces and see how big I need for that, but I'll attack that in a bit. Now, you can see I've got drop sheets. I've got 6 drop sheets. So what I'm going to do is have the actual the drop sheet there, the piece of fabric, and then this next to it. I'll spray this with adhesive, spray that with adhesive, pop it over, and then lay it all on, get it all nice and fitting perfectly. Then once that piece is done, I'll throw that drop sheet away and do a fresh one, just so that I'm not getting any glue on the wrong sides of this fabric. So let's jump in and do it. Okay, so ignore all the like cable ties and like hanging bits because I'm going to trim all that, whatever. But it came up pretty good. Like, I'm really happy with how it's shaped and so on. It is kind of scary doing it, I'm not going to lie. Because it kind of like sets really quickly, but it's coming real good. I'm stoked. So this is the first piece, obviously a learning piece. But that's gonna look so good when it's installed. Like, oh, it's gonna look so good. Cause like, you know, you're looking at all these like dangly bits, but when it's like a crisp edge, because it's obviously gonna be up against the rest of it, and I'm gonna trim all this kind of a loose rubbish off, it'll come up great. Sorry guys, I totally forgot to hit record on the second A pillar as I was doing it, but it came out just as good. Now, the cable ties that you see are just temporary, but let me show you what we've got so far.
Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Now I do have to cut off all the excess fabric and so on, but I'm just leaving these cable ties on to kind of get it all nice and glued in, let the glue set, and then on the back sides of them, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stitch that when I cut off all the excess, just to give it a little bit more strength so it doesn't unravel on me. All right, so the two A-pillars are done. Essentially, I'm just letting the glue set, and then I'll do a little, it's a real super basic, just like sew line around the, kind of across the back. So now I'm going to jump into the BC pillar section. I need to cut 1 meter by 1/2 meter for the first section. Now I have got 1.48 meters in length, so I can make 1 screw up, but I'm hoping I don't make any, so I'll do that now. All right, I got that first one done of the BC pillar. Really, really difficult to do. It's that window section, like obviously trying to flex it in there, and I almost cut one piece slightly too short, but I managed to like move it all around and it worked really well. That glue that I'm using, the Sika or whatever it is, you just get it from Bunnings, it's really good. You just gotta hold it for a couple of minutes. In some sections that might be pulling a little bit, like pulling up a bubble, and it holds really well. So this is the last piece. I'll get in, do that, and then reinstall it all in the car. All right guys, so I've just thrown it all back in. I'm so excited about how good this looks. I was gonna wait till tomorrow to show you guys, but because the car's garaged, you probably won't be able to see even as good as I'll show you now. So I'll get a light on it and show you exactly what it looks like. And there's a finished product. I am so stoked with that. That little ripple down the bottom, don't worry, because the side panel covers that. I haven't put the side panels or anything back on because, as you can see, I've pulled out those rear speakers. I'll be replacing them in the future. They're actually on the way. Absolutely ecstatic with how that turned out. So guys, I hope you found that helpful like all the other videos. I really enjoyed doing that. It was actually a bit of a mission trying to get those window sections, how it like bends in. It was just flexible enough, and that glue is really, really good. So that's great. It's come up amazing. I've wanted to do this for, I don't know, probably 5 years, and I just keep putting it off because I wasn't 100% sure. But I am, I love it. And like you guys have probably noticed, I'm not a Supra purist at all. If I like the idea, I'm gonna do it. So this is mine, I love this idea, and it has come up so good. Now, tell me what you think. Should I leave the back panels that I've made leather, or should I wrap them in suede? Because I do have spare suede. I bought the wrong kind. First of all, I bought the stuff that was too thick and had no stretch in it, but I can make those flat panels suede. What do you think? Keep them leather or go suede? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for coming along. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.